Thanks to our friends at The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Rive to receive the top 10 stocks to buy right now. So this is the email that came out last night from Starbucks. Starbucks is launching an NFT on Polygon. This will be their Odyssey beta is what they're calling it, but it will be like a royalty or a rewards program. Sorry. And so there's apparently going to be a small launch starting on the 8th. And then if you have 3 days to register, and if you don't, you basically move again to the back of the line, and they'll keep going down the wait list. So we don't have a lot of details about this or what it's going to be. The initial release talked about having some sort of digital benefits to being a rewards member. So I don't know if this will unlock some sort of drinks in the future, or some sort of special mini experience at Starbucks, or longer hours, or I'm kind of making these things up as I go because we don't know all the details. But big brand, I think it's going to be worth watching what a brand like this does with NFTs, because they've had enough time to watch others succeed and fail in different ways. So it's a notable one coming to market.
I think this is the NFT experiment to date. When you think about the size of Starbucks's loyalty, membership, whatever you want to call it, I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, but you're talking about a company with, I know for sure, over 35,000 locations. The app is one of the most downloaded apps. The reward membership is absolutely astronomically high in comparison to all the other brands that are out there. And the fact that they are getting into the NFT space, it really has the scale to be a worthwhile experiment to test out a model.
And is this the canary in the coal mine? You mentioned the app. I mean, I'm not a Starbucks enthusiast, but my wife is, and she pays directly from the app.
Yeah.
Starbucks pays 2.5% to 3% to Visa, Mastercard, credit card companies to process those payments. Now you have people with a blockchain asset. They're your most loyal members. Do you start testing some sort of crypto payment rails that's invisible to your customer, by the way? I think this is the important part, is that using some sort of crypto rails would not be something that you're going to be signing into some sort of crypto wallet, and it's going to be this complicated thing like it's been for those of us who have been using crypto for the last year. It's going to be invisible, and Starbucks could effectively, I think I did the math a month or two ago, and if they just eliminated what they pay in credit card fees, their profit would probably go up like 50 or 60%. That's a big deal. And so is this sort of a testing ground for that? I don't know, but I think that is worth keeping an eye on.
They have a huge amount of funds held on customers' behalf, because don't you have to have something like $10 in the app or something before it auto refills or something to that regard? There's a lot of customer funds that aren't being used that just sit there. Yeah,
I mean, they have become a bank in some respects.
Which is interesting, because you think about that. If, let's say, for example, you are starting to develop some crypto rails, you do need to convert some of those funds into a crypto asset in a way. Where does that go? Does that go to Tether? Does that go to USD coin?
Yeah, I mean, I think something like, Coinbase is doing this for like Shopify and other shopping sites. I think all that stuff just happens either instantaneously, or you just have sort of a digital slush fund, if you will. Maybe not every single one of these transactions needs to go on the blockchain, but they settle at night or something like that.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I think there would be a way to do that would be fairly efficient. Maybe it doesn't have to be done by Starbucks, but there would be a intermediary that would handle that, like a Coinbase or maybe even a bank that has a blockchain division. So there, I think, are different ways to do that. But that's the innovation that I think is going to be happening over the next 5 to 10 years, or even heck for the next 12 months, is who's building the stuff that's going to make this really make the blockchain crypto NFTs really usable without anybody ever knowing that they're interacting with any of these assets. I mean, the big one over the last few months has been Reddit launching their avatars, and you paid with US dollars, and turns out that was an NFT, and it was on the Polygon blockchain. People didn't even know that's what they were buying. I think that's the future, is transactions looking very similar to the way that we do them today. It's just they're happening on the blockchain.
Yeah, and to your point, so we know what Starbucks is doing. We don't know what are the implications. And I think, like you said, 12 months from now, you're going to start being able to ferret out a little bit more of the implications of an NFT loyalty program and what that means. Maybe it means nothing. I think you'll find that out in about 12 months. Or you will find out all the other things that we just talked about, the way that this could go.
Yeah. And they've been, like I said, they've been observing others, and I think if they're successful, we're going to see a lot of other companies follow. So watch Starbucks and see if it's a good user experience. I'm going to get in on this as soon as I can, just to see what the user experience looks like, because that's going to be really key.
Good idea.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Rive Investing. We'll be back with all kinds of different topics, both across the stock market and crypto on the crypto channel as well. Thank you to Jon Quast for joining me. I will see you here next time.